Hi guys, my name is Pavel and I work as an OCD counselor and I'm just finishing my psychology degree in like 4 days. Actually, I should be studying and not making this video, but I've been suffering with OCD myself ever since I was 9 years old, so it's been 17 years now, and I want to contribute. I've made a channel in Czech, in my native language, where I've helped some people with OCD. Obviously, some people did find my videos helpful, some didn't, but I want to start making videos in English. First of all, it has bigger reach. Second of all, I don't think that's many people out there who actually studied psychology. Plus, I've studied psychology alongside doing therapeutic training already during school. We're, I think, one of the very few schools in the world where you can study psychology and do a therapeutic training at the same time, at least to my knowledge. So I think that could provide a more unique perspective in some way, because in my work, I gotta talk to people in a bit different way than most OCD coaches online do. At the same time, I absolutely do love and adore OCD coaches, and I think they're doing an absolutely amazing job. And even, as my boss says in my work, there's no one who can cure your condition better than somebody who's already got it. But my opinion is that if they have a degree as well of some sort, or are a professional in, social work, psychology, if they have therapeutic training, I feel like that's always a plus. So that will hopefully be my contribution. Plus, I always felt like I have a unique view on OCD. Not so much more so now, because I used to be super in love with Jungian psychology and mythology. That kind of left me, but maybe I can get to it again. And my favorite thing to illustrate OCD on ever is Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings, literally, you gotta be like all these guys in there. You gotta be like Gandalf, bringing in the light, the hope of it all. You gotta be like Aragorn, the archetype warrior that is just gonna say, no, I'm just gonna do what's right? I'm not gonna complain, because he didn't want to be the king in the movies, and yet he was doing everything. Still, right? He was like, I'm not sure about being a king, but he followed that path, right? He was a warrior. That's what Jungians call warrior archetype. And then, you got Frodo, obviously the ring bearer. You got the ring, and that's certainty for us, right? The ring is certainty. We are all hooked on that stuff. We all need and want and literally adore certainty, right? All OCD sufferers, we just want to be certain about our particular theme as themes, because OCD always morphs, as we all know. And so, whatever it is, we want to be 100% sure and certain that it will not come to that terrible worst case scenario that, we all have in our head for that particular theme. I've worked with a bunch of OCD coaches online who are well known. I don't know if I should share them all, but I've been literally, I've tried and tested so many of these OCD channels. I'm gonna make a video in the future which ones I found the most helpful, and at the same time I want to provide hopefully something from a psychological point of view. I have a colleague who's an excellent therapist. He's actually been my supervisor at my work, and he's had OCD. He had OCD in the past. He claims to be completely cured, 100%, and he actually cured himself. He got cured by himself, and I definitely want to bring him on someday. I don't know if he can speak English very well. He's Czech, but he claims to have massive OCD, hardcore OCD, had harm as far as I know, and hit and run OCD especially, and contamination OCD, but focused on others. So his worry was ultimately not to do any harm to anyone, right? To be a good person morally. And so hopefully I can bring him on too, and he will provide a more nuanced therapeutic point of view too. His point of view is much more, OCD coaches are much more direct. His point of view as a therapist is much more Socratic, in a way for you to be asked some questions and for you to develop your own understanding alongside him educating you on OCD and guiding you so that you can eventually become your own therapist. And so it's different from peer-to-peer or from OCD coaches that are on YouTube. So hopefully I can get him on. And yeah, I just want to share my journey. I want to bring my 2 cents. I just love this. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel, always wanted to share my path, my journey, whatever I currently wanted to do. And that was my dream since I was maybe 12 years old. But because I had OCD since I was 9, literally at 2017, just 5 years back, I had 0 hobbies whatsoever. I was just literally bedridden and just, I mean, I could function. I was going to school, but that was it. I was going to school and I was just, I literally had 0 hobbies, right? OCD, I had extreme just right OCD, perfectionistic OCD, crazy perfectionistic OCD. So I've never really managed to make a YouTube channel. But then, like 2 years ago, something like that, I started a YouTube channel in Czech in my native language about OCD, and people kind of liked it. I made an ebook. The channel is called OCD Adal, which means OCD and beyond. And so I want to do something similar here in English because, I don't know, I just like my English personality better. Like, that's it, really. I just, whenever I can speak in English, I feel better, sort of. I'm more extroverted. I'm more of a, kind of my inner Sigma male comes up, I would say. And I'm just much more like bam, 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 bam. But in Czech, I'm more reserved. So I want to try this, and hopefully I can help some of you. And yeah, that's it from me. And I'm going to be making more videos. And yeah, I know there's a bunch of OCD channels, but if somebody finds me sympathetic, you can always hit that subscribe and wait for more videos. And hopefully I can get that colleague, especially on the channel, because I think that if he would make a presence online, like, he's really, really knowledgeable on OCD, plus he's a therapist, plus he has countless freaking experience. Yeah, I think he's a real deal. So hopefully I can get him on eventually. And have a good one, guys, and stay strong in the face of any fear, whether it's OCD or anything else. And fingers crossed. Well, not fingers crossed, because that's a common obsession, for example, with people with magical thinking OCD, right? Who are afraid to go evil, for example. I got a client like that. So no fingers crossed for you. No fingers crossed, but good luck. And see you soon, hopefully. See you later, guys. Peace.